Hi, this is bullying tip number 18. Stop bullying by standing up for others. Come to the defense of victims of bullying. Bullies bully because it works. The way to get it to stop, the number one way, the easiest way to get bullying to stop is for bystanders to stand up for victims. It's very hard for a victim to stand up for themselves. It's very critical that the bystanders do. So if you're a parent and you are concerned about bullying, and not that your kid is being bullied, but you're concerned about what's happening in the schools, these are things that you can teach. There are 3 ways you can teach your child to be an active bystander and to help them stop the bullying in their school. And the first is that when teasing occurs, when abusive statements are made, when someone says something mean or gossips about someone else, your child should be instructed to actively say that's not okay. And that's exactly what they can say. That's not okay. You shouldn't say things like that in a very calm, confident manner. That's not nice. Don't do that, or don't say that. Whatever your child wants to say, but practice it with them so that they're prepared to say it when they need to, and encourage them to do that, because a lot of times kids don't want to stand up and don't want to be an active bystander because they're afraid that the bully is then going to turn on them. And that's a very good fear to have, because that's exactly what bullies do. So when you teach your child this, you then need to teach them also what to do if the bully turns on them and what they can say to get the bullying to stop. But if we're going to change the culture of the schools, and the schools that are successful at getting bullying to stop are the ones where the culture changes so that the bystanders are the ones that shut the bullying down. The bullies don't really care about the adults. They're doing this because of their insecurities in their peer group. And if the peers stand up, just a few of them stand up and make it clear that this behavior is not acceptable, the bullies will stop. This is the most effective way to get bullying to stop. Now, if what's happening is threats of violence, someone's threatening to do something violent, if it's kind of physical, in like maybe I'm going to hit this person on the bus or whatnot, kind of a minor threat, what I would call a minor threat. You tell them, if you do that, I'm going to report you. Don't do that. That's not okay. And if you do that, I'm going to be the first one to report you. And again, they got to make eye contact when they say this. If they think the threat is serious enough, like there's going to be a fight after school, or someone's talking about bringing a gun to school, these are things that they need to report right away. I am reporting that. I am reporting that. This is not okay. What you're talking about is not okay. I'm reporting what you're talking about. And they need to be empowered to do that, because they need to tell someone, because even if there's a fight after school, I think a lot of kids don't realize how dangerous fights are. And I get this a lot from, older men when they were talking about bullying. They're like, oh, just let them fight it out. It's not okay. We've had a kid about 2 years ago die in an after-school fight just because one of the kids landed a punch in just the right place. They didn't even have knives or anything. This kid just got punched in just the right way, and it killed him. So fights after school, not okay. They are incredibly dangerous, and kids die during them, not because of any guns or weapons, but because fighting is really dangerous. So it's okay, and it's important for bystanders to feel that they can report these things and to make active reporting part of what they do. If violence is currently taking place and they are witnessing someone being thrown against the wall, or a theft taking place, or someone being punched, they need to feel empowered to immediately report it, to not even say, I'm going to report you, but to just go and get someone. And a lot of times they don't want to get someone in trouble. They think it's snitching. And you need to help your child overcome that by saying it's not snitching. You are actually helping the bully by reporting them. You really are. It's the compassionate thing to do when someone is behaving so poorly that they are hurting someone else. The compassionate thing to do for both the victim and the bully is to report it, to get the violence to stop. And I always find, when I talk to my son about these issues, I always put it in a moral context. We talk about what our moral responsibilities are to help, because what the kids need is not courage. They need to understand the morality, because it's the moral courage we want them to have, not just courage, because courage can be, I'm going to prove my manliness by fighting. What we want is for them to have moral courage, which means we have to talk about the morality. What is the right thing to do? Is it okay for someone to be hurt? Is it okay for someone to hurt someone else? What can we do, or what should we do to get it to stop? These are the sorts of conversations you should be having with your child if you want them to be an active bystander that will help stop bullying. So this is tip number 18, stop bullying by standing up for others. Come to the defense of victims of bullying. By the way, I'm Jennifer Hancock. I'm the author of The Bully Vaccine. And if you found this information helpful, I want to encourage you to click on the link below and go to my website, thebullyvaccine.com. There you can download a free ebook, Why Bullies Bully and What Can Be Done About It. And then join the conversation. I want you to learn this information so you can help your child, and then I want you to share it and pass it on so that other parents can help their children, and we can just pay this forward. Thanks so much.